Hey you guys, it's your girl T. So I want to come on here and talk about a really disturbing issue. I had talked about this earlier at the beginning of August, about the 6 women of color who were found dead in jail cells around the country. Nobody else was speaking on this. Nobody on social media was really talking about this. So I decided to do a video on it. And there was also a woman named Victoria who had put a compilation video as well. And I had put her video on my video. Now the story of Ralkina Jones is making national news. And if you guys know, we also spoke about this in that video as well. What happened with Ralkina is that basically she had really severe medical issues. She was arrested for attacking her ex-husband and she was sent to jail. And she's supposed to receive her medication, and the police officers either did not give her the right dose or she didn't get her medication. But her biggest fears, what she feared the most, which was dying in jail, ended up manifesting. She ended up passing away in her jail cell a few hours after she had a discussion with the police officers that she needed her medication. I want you guys to go ahead and watch the discussion with the police officers and then watch what her family had to say about the situation, and then I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
A developing story out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio. An investigation is going on right now after a woman dies at a jail there. Sarah Goldenberg joins us live from there right now with the very latest. Sarah.
Well, I can tell you Ralkina Jones's family is waiting for answers after she died inside of a jail cell here at the Cleveland Heights police station on Sunday. Her family tells us she was arrested on Friday after getting into an argument with her husband at his work. Now take a look at this video. This is Ralkina Jones. She was 37 years old when she died. We are still waiting to hear from Cleveland Heights police on exactly what happened to this woman. We are told they'll be issuing a press release sometime this afternoon. Now, the medical examiner is looking into the exact cause of Ralkina's death. We will be hearing from Ralkina's family very soon. Live in Cleveland Heights, Sarah Goldenberg, 19 Hours.
Ralkina Jones's brother, Frederick Johnson, told me this was his sister's first time in jail, and she didn't make it out.
It was neglect. They let her down.
We were the first to show you this body camera video of Ralkina inside the Cleveland Heights jail. Listen to what she says. Jones was taken to a clinic after that, later brought back to the jail. Today, we received these medical records showing discrepancies in her dosing. In a jail intake form, Jones says she has heart disease, epilepsy, difficulty breathing, and problems with mental health. I reviewed the medication log. It shows the list of prescriptions the 37-year-old was taking at the time. Another jail log reveals every interaction she and other inmates have with an officer. I discovered one noted she got meds twice, the other 3 times. Was she potentially over-medicated or under-medicated? We asked that question. We were told it's under investigation and the dosage she was supposed to be given isn't clear. What is clear, after less than 36 hours in the jail, Ralkina Jones was found dead in her cell.
She was in police custody, and she was in there for 2 days. You mean you can't tell me you couldn't take care of somebody for 2 days?
In a statement the assistant law director gave me, she explained they note that the medical log sheet reflects fewer medications dispensed to Ms. Jones than documented in the jail log. The entire matter is under investigation. Reporting in Cleveland Heights, I'm Homa Bash, News Channel 5.
I'm not asking any exception to any rules. Yeah. But what I will tell you is I don't want to die in your cell.
Now you had a seizure, you're taking medication, or what was going on with that?
I hadn't had my medication then. 1. Yeah. 2, I have a brain injury.
Yeah.
My ex-husband put 4 holes in the wall. You could ask the detective at that time was 5th District.
Yeah.
Then he has just recently, last July, hung me and went to jail for asphyxiation by a whole bunch of stuff. And he does the same thing every time.
I don't want to cut you off before I get sidetracked. The important thing is, what medication were you taking? Like Xanax withdrawal is bad. Is there any other medication that you don't have with you that you can withdraw from? Do you have your Xanax with you?
I don't know what withdrawal.
If you stop taking certain medication, you can cause problems if you get worked up. Like Xanax, you have to keep on taking it. Otherwise, you can have withdrawal. It's different with other people, but...
Right, so it's in there.
Yeah. You might come over here real quick. I just want to go over. There's other supervisors coming on right now. I'm going home, but I want to make sure that
But all I be wanting is somebody to a time.
Yeah.
Instead of a different shift
That's
come on
important.
and somebody else being mean to me because they don't. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand. I
It's like, well,
sympathize
I don't know
with
anything
you.
about it, and the one guy's yelling, and he's like, "Oh yeah, whatever." Then next year yelling.
I
at the guy.
addressed them about it.
That's
That won't
disrespectful.
happen
That's somebody
again.
else. And some of it's not in there.
That alprazolam, is
That's Xanax.
that's similar to the Xanax, right? Is that
Yeah,
a
the
off-brand?
small writing says.
Oh, the small, okay.
Well, the first time I got it, it said
I think
generic.
this is,
Yeah,
this
generic.
is one of the,
Right, but
And how
that was
many do you
also
have?
spilled out in my box by my bed. This is my sister's and them trying to get it to me. And
Yeah.
you weren't here. When my sister came with my daughter,
yeah.
she only simply came. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, I was trying to decide, how many do you take a day? One, every 6 hours you take one?
Yes, or
Okay.
PRN, meaning as needed.
Okay, as needed.
I'm
Okay.
trying to prevent I already had an anxiety attack. My main concern is my POTS syndrome, which is a tachycardia syndrome. When I
Oh, okay.
s-
What's
uh,
that? Layman's term.
Okay, what happens is when I go from a sitting or standing position,
Yeah.
I faint. And I've tried to eat. I feel like I have enough to eat, but that's just one side of it. The other side is the concussions to my brain and my brain aneurysm.
This gabapentin, I've seen this before.
They have me take that to try to prevent the migraines because once the migraine starts, I can't see or
So this is for your traumatic brain injury or whatever?
yeah.
Okay.
All of it is actually Adderall is for ADHD,
Okay,
but
yeah.
I don't need
No, the big ones I'm concerned about is the Xanax,
One,
and the
two.
gabapentin's a big one.
absolutely.
Which
And
one's
this
Xanax?
is migraine.
The I'm pretty
This
sure
is
this might be the
depression.
generic form of
Yeah, it is.
That's
Xanax.
Xanax?
Also, what I had told the other officers, just so you know, I have a domestic violence advocate, and there was something.
Who?
Lynn Nugent.
Nugent?
We have a different Lynn.
Yeah.
That's
Her
what
name
I was
might
gonna.
have changed, but she started in 4th District. I also kept that in a Louis Vuitton bag with
Yeah.
my victim report from before.
I think her name might have been the same for a while here. I think we have a victim's advocate upstairs, and I don't think it would hurt for you, even though you're arrested in this case, to speak to our victim's
I am
advocate.
a victim.
Right, and I don't
And my
think,
child is witnessing violence.
I have a suggestion, but
Go ahead.
it's gonna be up to the next lieutenant.
See,
We
so-
have she's gonna be here all night in the sergeant. There's a female cell available. It's a big block, it has a phone that you can call collect on. My only concern is with your health issues, it's easier to keep an eye on you here because it's harder for you to disappear.
All right, so you guys just watched the news clip and what her family had to say, and this whole situation is sad. Regardless if they show her with a tire iron and her trying to attack her ex-husband, nobody deserves to die in jail. It seems like just too many black women are ending up dead in jails. You know, my thing is, where was the booking nurse? How come there were no nurses or doctors in that facility? Then when the police officer said that he wanted her in a closer cell so somebody could keep an eye on her, were they really sending somebody to go keep an eye on her? Or did they just let her go into the cell and then not check on her at all until the next day? And it's to the point now where I'm hearing about so many black people, and especially black women and women of color, going to jails and not coming out alive. It's almost like, you know, are they sacrificing these people? Are they, you know, trying to get them for their organs? What's really going on? I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist here, but, you know, just makes me want to question certain things. Like, I don't understand how people are going to jail for the most part healthy and coming out, you know, dead. You know, granted, she had all types of medical issues, but had she been given her medication, she would have survived. I think a lot of these cops, these correctional facility people, these people who are in control of the jails, they need to get back their humanity chip. Nobody deserves to lose their life over something this petty. You know, there's no reason why she couldn't have been given her medication. That woman had a bag full of medication. You can't front on something like that. You can't tell me that she's using all that medication just to get high, even if that's what the police officers were thinking. Give it to her. The worst that can happen is that she gets a high. So the hell what? At least she's there to see another day and go back to her family. You know, so the whole situation is just really, really disheartening. And I really hope her family ends up getting answers as to what took place in that jail cell and what happened to this woman. So anyways, let's go ahead and get the discussion discussion popping, go ahead and leave a comment. I want to know what your thoughts are on this entire situation. Do you feel like the police are solely to blame for this situation as far as her not getting her medications? And then how do you feel about the fact that when she was asking for her medication, they didn't bring in a doctor, they didn't bring in a booking nurse to make sure that what she was saying was actually factual, as opposed to dismissing her and acting like she was over exaggerating? So go ahead and leave a comment. Let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. All right, deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and you can show me some love by watching my previous videos. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, and share. And also don't forget to follow me on social media and check out lovelyt.com, where you can support my channel by purchasing a coffee mug or a t-shirt. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.